Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Blue Square SEO and Digital Marketing Podcast. I'm your host Paul Burkett from Blue Square Management, and in today's podcast I'm going to be talking about how to write amazing blog posts that keep your potential customers, clients or patients coming back. By now you have probably heard the phrase that content is king. Throughout all the algorithm updates Google has released over the years, one thing has never changed. Google loves to index fresh content. Content marketing is an amazing strategy to find and engage with loyal customers, clients or patients. It is only increasing in popularity because 90% of customers prefer to learn about a brand through content rather than ads. But simply knowing that you need excellent content is one thing. Creating it is a whole nother ballgame. Google made an appeal to website owners regarding their use of SEO techniques. What the search engine giant essentially said was that these techniques are not the most important considerations for ranking highly in the search results. The most important factor is that website owners offer relevant and quality information to their target audience. If you do that, Google will reward you with better rankings in their search engine. This has given rise to the term content marketing, which is simply a new name for an old concept. By publishing interesting and engaging content for your website visitors, which converts a percentage of them into regular visitors, while at the same time attracting new ones too. The ultimate purpose of content marketing is to get your visitors to do something that you want them to do, such as sign up for a newsletter, visit your brick and mortar shop or store, or buy your products and services. But that begs the question, what is interesting content? A lot of people get it all wrong when it comes to blog content. Too much self-promotion is the fastest way to get a visitor to click the back button. So, what should you feature instead? In my opinion, the following two tips are probably the most important when it comes to content marketing strategy and how to write great blog posts. Tip 1. Choose topics that interest your readers. What your post depends on what business industry or market you are in. Ask yourself what your website is about, and then put yourself in your reader's shoes. What content would they find useful? Here are some suggestions for your topics. 1. How-to articles. If you sell products, you can write articles on how to use these products or how to take care of them. If you offer services of some kind, you could write about how to get the most out of the service you provide, or preventative maintenance to avoid it happening again. Another idea is to create a buying guide. These are practical tips that many consumers and customers will find useful, and they also establish your authority in your industry. 2. List type articles. Most people love lists. Publishing articles like the top 3 most energy efficient double glazed windows or most popular hairstyles for the season for women in their 20s, etc. You can also publish the top 10 worst lists just to give you some ideas. Check out many of the list type articles online and you will notice that they also generate a lot of comments. Some comments may offer suggestions as to which items were left out from the list. This gives you valuable insight, while others agree with your choices. What is undeniable is that these lists can attract a lot of active interest, which is a good thing. 3. Head-to-head comparisons. A lot of car magazines pit one car against another in its comparison reviews, and you can do the same thing with your own products or services. This offers a tangible demonstration of how your business is better than your competitors. The trick here is to pick a suitable match for your comparison, and then emphasize the ways in which your business is better. 4. Answer common FAQs. Do you find that customers ask the same questions over and over? Then, it makes sense to create a blog that answers these questions. Instead of repeatedly having to explain it, you can post a link to your blog post on your social media and direct customers there for other great information too. 5. Video posts, also referred to as vlogs. Do you own a smartphone, video camera, or DSLR that shoots video? Consider starting your own how-to series on topics in your industry. Post your videos to a dedicated YouTube channel, add them to your written blog posts, and promote them through social media channels. how to find the questions your customers ask. But before you even start to write any content, you must do your research. You need to find out exactly what questions your potential customers, clients or patients are asking. This all comes down to keyword research. This is a stage that many business owners either ignore or just don't do. Every business, whatever that is, will have questions that their customers, clients or patients ask. So, you need to find out what those questions are and create content that answers those specific questions. Pretty simple. So, the next question is, how do you find those questions? The answer, or should I say answers, is simple. There are a number of free and paid online tools that will help. I will be looking at 3 free online tools. Tool 1. Answer the Public. Go to answerthepublic.com. There is a free and paid version of this. The free version only gives you a limited number of questions that you can ask per day. So, how do you use it? You just start by adding your main industry or market keyword. For example, if you're a plumber, just type in plumber and select the country you would like to target. You are then presented with the results. These are split into questions. You will then be presented with the questions that people ask that are related to your keyword, in this case plumber. These will be split into are, can, how, what, when, where, which, who, why and will. Next you have prepositions. You will see your prepositions people ask, such as can, for, is, near, to, with, without. Then comes comparisons. You will see comparisons and, like, or, versus, verse. And finally, alphabetical, where everything is listed in alphabetical order. Tool 2. Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest is a keyword research tool that is free, as well as having a paid option. I would suggest signing in with a Gmail account if you can, as you get more data as well as being able to create projects within your account. Just like Answer the Public, add your main keyword and select your targeted country and click search. You will be presented with keyword ideas as well as the search volume. Tool 3. Google Search. Google Search is often forgotten about when it comes to keyword research, but it provides an enormous wealth of information, though sometimes it does require a little more delving into. Just type in your main keyword and you will be presented with results related to that keyword. You will get paid ads at the top of the search engine results page, also known as the SERPs, followed by Google Maps, but not always, then organic listings, followed by more ads. You may also see a People Also Ask section. These are questions that people ask about your target keyword. Write these down. When you click on the question, it expands with an answer, as well as adding more related questions. Go back to the search bar and click after your main keyword and add a space. Google will reveal 10 additional related keywords that people are actually searching for. You will also see at the bottom of the results page search related to your keyword. Again, these are actual searches that your potential customers, clients or patients are putting into Google. If using Google Chrome, you can add free extensions that help you with your keyword research. Here are a couple: Keyword Surfer and Keywords Everywhere. Once you have a list of questions or topics, you can then create your content. Once created, including images, graphics and video, not just text, use SEO to optimize your article. Add it to your website and syndicate it to your social media to get the word out. Tip 2. Know your audience. The best way to engage your audience is to know who your audience is and what type of profile they have. By understanding your target audience and their profile, you then have a much better idea of who your visitors are. You then create content that they would find interesting, even if the topic isn't directly linked to your product or services. The tone of your blog content matters too. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. For example, for some businesses, like a landscaping service for example, a casual write-as-you-speak tone might work best. Giving tips on how to get a greener lawn should probably be written in a more neighbourly advice tone. But for other industries, such as legal services, a more professional tone will likely be more appropriate. But again, it all depends on your audience. There is, however, an exception to this rule. For many smaller businesses, where you are the face of your business, it is also important that your readers get a sense of who you are. In this circumstance, you're aiming for a more intimate relationship with your blog, so people can identify with you. This will help you build your personal brand. Video is, in my opinion, the best tool for this. As mentioned, blog articles should not be purely words. Graphics, images, and video should be used to help illustrate your message. Also, consistency is critical. Updating your blog regularly has a multitude of benefits, including a much better SEO ranking. Do not be afraid to delegate. You don't have to write all your content yourself. Guest bloggers or even your employees can contribute articles. A blog that is not updated often will eventually lose its readership. There are many ingredients to creating amazing content for your blog. Hopefully, by implementing some of these suggestions, you can create a great recipe for a successful blog that has your visitors coming back for more, and ultimately turning those visitors into customers, clients, or patients. I hope you found this episode helpful, and see you in the next Blue Square SEO and Digital Marketing podcast. To be kept up to date with our latest podcasts, you can follow us on Anchor.fm, Spotify, and Apple Podcast.